everybody, good to be back with you. So let's talk about women with the sun in Sagittarius today, what this can bring. So the sun does not describe everything about the personality, contrary to what most uneducated astrological opinion might say. It's a part of the personality. It's a big part. It's the formation of the identity, what it is that we want to be applauded for and appreciated for. Our vitality, our solar power is really described by our sun sign. So how we put on our show and then the kind of applause that we get back from that really tells us how we're landing, how we're doing. It builds our self-esteem. So there's a personal and a societal side to the sun, because the sun is naturally opposite to the 11th house. The 5th house, Leo, the sun is opposite to Aquarius, the 11th house, and Uranus. So that's showing us that how we personally put on our show, our personal vitality, our solar power. The consequence of that, or the opposite to that, is Uranus, the 11th house, Aquarius stuff. So it's society. How are we fitting into? How are we affecting or directing the course of society in accordance to the expression of our own personal solar power? So we see the personal and the societal really coming together there. So when we have the sun coming through Sagittarius, and it's a female personality, there's something a bit natural, actually very natural, about the identity. There's something wild and exploratory about Sagittarius. And so when the identity is coming through that archetype, there's an exploratory bent to the personal identity. So women can tire of their particular sphere of influence or their societal or cultural identifications and need to spread their wings or travel out of that current state of human involvement. Because new horizons is what Sagittarius is all about. So a lot of the identity is going to grow. It is going to grow beyond the current personal identifications with whatever groups she may be associated with. Because groups are a big part of how she'll build her identity. What cultural groups, what religious groups, what groups that are ideologically a part of her, the building or the makeup of the identity of that solar power there. But that's going to evolve, that's going to grow. And so there's something fanatical about planets that come into Sagittarius. And so that fanaticism is coming through the identity when it's the sun coming through Sagittarius. So she could be fanatical about growth, fanatical about exploration, or about breaking new ground, new horizons. It's a part of the feeling of energy, of vitality, of feeling invigorated. So the identity is very much connected to what is inspirational and being inspired and being herself an inspiration to others. So it's an identity that is not prone to stagnation. There's again, the consumption of life, of life experience. And we're going to grow as a result of that. And so it's not uncommon for women with the Sun in Sagittarius to identify with a different culture. New places, new people, new experiences that can help her stretch and grow her idea of herself. Because personality really comes from how we think ourselves up. And this part of the personality, the identity itself, is very changeable in the sense that she will be open to new experiences that often the consequences of that are going to be that we're going to see ourselves differently. We may even lose a previous belief. And the belief systems are very much intertwined with the identity. So as the identity changes, the belief systems can change. And as the belief systems change, the identity can change. And there will always just be something fresh and something bold about the way that she conducts herself and the way that she approaches life in general. Courage is a part of the identity because it is a courageous act to break new ground, to explore, to go new places. Sagittarius is very much known for things that are foreign, new events. And so being more dauntless in how she pursues things, it's harder to keep Sagittarius women within cultural confines. There's just this search, the heart is really involved in a quest for more. What might be more true about herself? What might be more true about the world? The identity is very dauntless, very much ready to get up and go, to face a new day. And you have to look at aspects because we can have significant, hard Saturn aspects that are going to bring a pessimism into the identity or into the world view. And again, hard aspects are always things that we'll have to work through. And we can even have modifying aspects, like just a lot of Capricorn or 10th house going on. And that could even show that the personality characteristics of Sagittarius are more applied to those 10th house or Capricornian pursuits. So it won't always bring a conservatism to the identity. You have to look at everything. But in general, the characteristics of women with their sun coming through the sign of Sagittarius are very bold, intrepid, charming. There's a fun, loving, youthful nature about Sagittarius. It's not a formal or stodgy kind of archetype. It's very loose, very free. So you see a lot of women who are into sports with the sun in Sagittarius. Often, they'll have the tomboy look. There'll be a minimal makeup, a ponytail. There's something very sporty about the personality. So it's a fun sign to have the sun come through. And vitality is generally very increased by having the sun coming through Sagittarius itself. So there's just a sparkle that is always present with these women, and it's just a great, great archetype to express the sun through. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com, other social media, Facebook, Instagram at Truth and Aspect Astrology. I'm not currently meeting with clients right now, so I can focus on teaching full-time and making content full-time. But check my schedule in the future, because I will likely be meeting with clients again in the future after I take a break and regather myself. So check me out on my website as well, because I have a subscriber option if you're interested in more content, question and answer videos, live chats, all kinds of fun stuff going on over there. I'll be back super soon.